Okay guys, so this is going to be a review of Ghost Stories by M.R James. If you watch my vlogs, you know I wasn't really having a fun of the time. So these are a collection of supposedly his best ghost stories, and they were chosen by Nigel Neal. Um, so it's like your typical like old fashioned like ghost stories. I don't find them particularly scary. A lot of them were very mediocre. There was a few that were quite good, but literally only like a small handful. I found that the stories weren't necessarily creepy or anything like that. What I found more creepy were the illustrations. Like, let me find one of them. Um, that's not particularly scary. I'm trying to like. That's just creepy. That's just creepy. So I found a lot of the illustration styles. That was the thing that was creeping me out more than the actual stories. But overall, I found it was pretty mediocre. I suppose it depends on your kind of style, but personally, I'd rather read Edgar Allan Poe, which I have his whole collection, massive book, which I got from Waterstones. I prefer that to this. I don't know. I just find it very kind of. It depends on what. If you're like a fan of like old style like ghost stories that aren't particularly scary, and they have some suspense, but I don't know. It's just not my type of thing. I suppose some people may like this style, but for me, I'm not a massive fan. I rated it 3 out of stars, just because it's not like the stories are bad. It's just that I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. What was really weird as well, a lot of these stories were I'm gonna say like 99% of these stories were based on some kind of church, or involved going to a church or being around a church or a parish or a parish, which was just a bit weird. But obviously that's his style. He likes. To be fair, maybe in that time they found people found churches creepy. I don't know. But other than that, I don't necessarily recommend that you pick this up. I actually got this free from a local book shed. But personally, I mean, I wouldn't run out and get it, to be fair. And I think this is a rare copy. It's pretty old. Like, you can see it's like battered and everything. Because no one really talks about this version. But I mean, I'm not even going to keep it just for aesthetics, because I'm not going to reread it. For me, it was not great. But yeah, that's it for this review. So bye guys.